Every heartbeat is a reminder of life, strong, resilient, and precious. But in today's fast-paced world, our hearts are faced with unprecedented stress. Heart diseases are the #1 cause of death globally, yet conversations around cardiac care aren't common. It's time we bring cardiac health closer to home, because the truth is, cardiac care should be as familiar as the food on our table, and recovery should be a shared journey. Today's World Heart Day, and I'm here to do something really special and talk to one of the top cardiac surgeons in our country and ask him some pressing questions about the cool things that are happening in this space in India. So come, let's go. I'm really excited to meet Dr. Satyaki Nambala. He's the first surgeon to perform the endoscopic cardiac keyhole surgery in Asia. He's performed more than 11,250 surgeries, more than 250 of them being robotic cardiac surgeries till date.
I actually got into cardiac surgery in 2000, immediately after my joint surgery. And if you look at cardiac surgery then to now, the progress has been so intense. So I think technology has changed. Holes in the heart one day required open surgery, irrespective of the age of the patient. Sometimes they come as kids, sometimes they come as adults with holes in the heart, where a diagnosis has been missed. If you were there 2-3 days ago, we now use a robot. We used to open. We now use a robot. The robotic incisions are this small.
Precision.
They go from the side. You view the whole inside of the heart at 10 times magnification. It's like sitting inside the heart. And then you do it so precisely with the robotic hands. And the surgery is over in 30 minutes and you get out. And these are only small holes to close, so they don't bleed. You bring them back to the ICU. They come off the ventilator in about an hour or two. And the patient's actually ready to go home next day. So it's the same thing with, say, a valve replacement. We're moving from open surgery to minimally invasive surgery, where we stopped cutting the chest bone. And then we move towards robotics, where we now replace the valve with a robot. And what I see is that every 10 years, there's a dramatic change. Many people think that it's a robot that does the surgery. Robotic heart surgery is where a surgeon sits at a console and controls robotic arms. That's robotic heart surgery.
Right.
So when you tell a patient that it's not going to be a robot that operates, but you're going to use a robot as a tool to do the surgery, and you're going to be completely in control, they become very calm and comfortable with that idea.
Ease.
Yeah, more at ease. If the patient sees that you're very confident and very enthused about doing it or excited to do it, it automatically translates to confidence in the patient. What is fantastic about robotics is the three-dimensional, high-resolution imaging that it provides. Now, this goes through an 8mm port. And then you have robotic arms that you can control with as much fidelity as your own hands. For the future, robotics will completely change the way things are done. And I think it's going to progressively get cheaper. You pay, say, 2 lakhs extra for robotic heart surgery. It's going to send you back home in 2 days. And then you're going to get back to work in 1 week's time. And India is able to offer cutting edge at probably 1/10 the cost of what the rest of the globe.
In the past few years, Apollo has strived to be abreast with all the technological advancement made in medical care. The hospital's endeavor to literally have the best in cardiac care is visible in these machines. After an insightful chat with the doctor and after seeing these robotics firsthand, I was curious to meet some patients who benefited from the hospital.
I just had the heart attack, and after due diligence and everything, then I came up to Dr. Satyaki in Apollo Bannerghatta. After everything else, Apollo did it on 10th of June. Within a span of 2 weeks, I was able to, ride my own scooter and drive the car. Today, if I look back at it, I think I took a good decision.
I got admitted for ASD surgical repair, and I got admitted a day before surgery, and I got discharged a day after surgery within 24 hours. The surgery was performed by Dr. Satyaki sir and his team, and after the discharge, within 3 days I had an exam. I was able to attend exam within 3 days after I got discharged. Being a doctor, I know the advantages of what robotic surgery over the conventional surgery, and as I said, within 3 days after I got discharged, I was able to walk within 24 hours after day of surgery. So robotic is what I preferred, and it was successfully done by Dr. Satyaki.
After the operation, they asked me to come sit down and then stand and start walking around. Like I was Hey, how is it possible? I said, yeah, it's possible. You need to do that. And that was the time when I thought, one of the best decisions that I have taken for myself.
What I would advise is, first thing is get an health insurance for yourself. I had my insurance, I did not even pay a single rupee out of my pocket. And second thing is, when I researched about the cost of the surgery, what they're charging here and in the US and the Western countries, it's almost less than half what they're charging. Coming to the cardiac patients, what I would say is, don't be anxious. Don't get worried about stigma attached to I have undergone a bypass or heart surgery.
Before we sign off, we thought of doing a quick myth busting with the people of Bangalore. This World Heart Day, we asked them a bunch of questions, and here's how it went.
What age do you think people start getting heart diseases? Under 50 or above 50?
Start getting some under 50 itself.
You look at autopsy data, gets layered with cholesterol at the age of 4.
Nowadays, you see protein powders, everyone is obsessed with them. Do you think they are good for your heart or not?
Well, they have side effects.
Artificial consumption of proteins without good exercise is not going to be beneficial. These chemicals can impact the heart. It can also impact the kidney.
What do you think is the recovery time for a heart surgery? 6 months.
It depends on the kind of heart surgery one gets. So if one gets open heart surgery in the traditional way it's done, it can take up to 3 months to recover. If somebody undergoes a robotic heart surgery, they could recover as early as 3 days.
What a wonderful day it was. One of my key learnings from today was that we need to start our healthcare routine at home. And what really fascinated me was how far technological advancements have come. We know so little about technology that can actually save lives. At Apollo Hospital, the heart of healthcare beats stronger with every breakthrough, with every patient's recovery, and a story of hope. When care meets innovation and conversations begin at home, we can all move towards a stronger, healthier heart together.